Hello, in this video I will show you how to set up how to grow the roses from the cutting in the hydroponic system, where I have placed the lights, and all these rose cuttings are growing in a water. You can see, and there is a air pump also. So let's start to show how these cuttings can be placed and can grow in the water system in a hydroponic system. Hello, I have here this long rose cutting. So first we need to cut. This is, you can see there are many spines here, so we have to cut this from side. It's a very strong branch. Okay, so now this is one of them, and here I will cut some old flower buds. We can also cut some old leaves also here. You can see, just to trim this so that it look nicer. This we need to cut. The remaining thing seems okay. So here I have this branch right now. You can see this one. So let's cut this into from 45 inches, 45 degree, so that it can get very nice. We need very sharp knife. Or you can use this scissor also. Now you can see this has very good nice cutting root, and I will place this in the cup, like this kind of cup, plastic cup. I made a few holes using this scissor. It's very easy to cut them. You can see I use this cup and make a hole here, and I will put them in this mug like this. So to grow in the water, I'm taking this tub, and I have here, I fill this mug, tub with the 3 liter of water. So I will dip them in this bucket. So before that, I'm using this called Miracle Grow plant food, all-purpose nutrient. This is a good source of NPK and other minerals. So I'm adding, this is a half a spoon, 1, 2, 3, 4, so almost 2 spoons I added, and then make sure it's completely mixed in the water. once it will mix, and then I made one cover with the cardboard and fill and cut it with the exactly shape of this cup, so the cup can go inside. You can see like this one. Once the cup will go inside, we can place this rose cutting into water, and right now you can see it's not touching the water, so I'm going to add 3 more liters of water. So basically almost 6 liters of water with 2 spoons of nutrient. Now I can see, I would like to zoom it so that you can see in this one, it's the branch of this branch of this flower is dipped inside. Here is important thing, once you can see I cut this part, so we have to plug with the wax. So I will show you how I will do this. And similarly I have done the other cuttings as well, so I will place those back into these boxes, these cuttings. So this is the red rose, and I have 2 of them is pink rose. So this one and this one, these 2 are a pink rose. Remaining I have the, it's getting messy but crowded. We can cover them with aluminum foil or like this kind of paper cutting. So here you can see I have some old cuttings which I was growing, and how I can place these on there. And now next part is to cover all these cups with the aluminum foil, and then I will put them under light, and we need to wax them. So now you can see I have placed 5 cups, and every cup have different cuttings. So there are 2 cups have this pink color of flower, and the remaining is red. And the next part is to block the cutting which I have cut with the wax. So I'm using this candle, and if you see in the previous, this has the cutting, this part we need to block it, so that just apply some wax here and it should be fine. Similarly, if you find any other big cutting, just cover this with the wax. This is important part. And then we will leave them in the water. In this water, which have some nutrient. And if you will see from make sure all the cuttings would be in the water, and if you will see I got a phone call. After phone call I will start. So now this is already set up everything. You can see if I will pull it, so all the cups are getting water, and water has some nutrient, and every rose cutting is dipped in the solution. And next part is I'm going to add here is this air pump, which is a small air pump for fish tank. This has like tubing, so just I will add inside, insert in this one, and probably once in a day I can switch on to get the air in the water. So to get the air in the water, you can see here this air pump is making air bubbles inside, and you can see right now it's air bubbling. So this will inhibit any fungal growth or any algae growth. So, and also water roots will get good air. And the last part of this hydroponic system is to set up for light. Right now I'm showing here a kind of temporary setup, but I will put them in some permanent light setup. So here I have these two LED lamps, one on this side, another is on this side, and I can switch on the light. So you can see now I have the whole setup is ready for the hydroponic system to grow the roses, and we will light almost 6 to 8 hours in a day, and then switch off the light, then 1 hour in a day for aeration, and once in a week I will change this water. So here it is, simple method to set up a hydroponic system for rose growing from the cuttings. I hope you will like this, and feel free to make a comments. Thank you for watching. Hello, in this video I will show you how to set up how to grow the roses from the cutting in the hydroponic system, where I have placed the lights, and all these rose cuttings are growing in a water. You can see, and there is a air pump also. So let's start to show how these cuttings can be placed and can grow in the water system in a hydroponic system.